So we finally drove over the hill to the other side of the bay on a trail. I have not been on a trail, an official off-leash trail. Cooler. It's so much cooler than where I've been all summer. Oh, God, I am feeling feelings I haven't felt in so long. Cool air and hiking trails in nature. That's all I need. That's all we need. Words cannot describe the feeling I'm feeling. So I have got to get out of the place I'm at. They're getting an RV anyway. I got to get out of there. This is one of many, like 20 or 30 trails in the East Bay Hills above Oakland and Berkeley. A lot of people don't know. There's like hundreds of miles of trails up here. I miss this so much. Like I can feel it in my chest. I can feel it in every cell of my being. Oh my God, I'm so happy in this moment. It's been a long, long time. Sophie is so happy. She needs this. She needs this for her emotional, physical, and mental well-being. To be on official off-leash trails. Baby, so happy. I'm so happy. Also, it's the only exercise I can still do with a head injury. I cannot ride a bike. I can't run. I will be down for the count if I do anything that moves my head. I'll feel it after hiking still, because see, your head's still moving. See my head? And that adds up, and then I'll probably crash tomorrow. But I need exercise. Exercise is so essential. I'm so happy right now to be... And you can see I'm out of shape because where I'm staying, it's all flat. So I haven't had any aerobic exercise. Happy. I'm so happy. Oh my God, cool air, you guys. It's been months. Cool air. Oh my God. Like 65 degrees, 60s is my ideal. I functioned best. I have been in a brain fog all summer where I am. Oh my God. I am like, I'm about to scream in joy that the air isn't 10,000 degrees. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm gonna just scream, and my heart chakra. Oh, what? So happy. Yeah, in heat, I'm just dead. I'm like a doorknob, something. Oh my God, I feel like a wilted flower that's been wilted all summer, and it just was given a little bit of water. It's like, oh, I can see, I can feel, I can breathe again. Sophie loves it here because there's lots of waters and there's trails. Oh my God, the cool air. Oh! Oh my God! Check it out, you guys. So I call this Skid Row. Every metropolitan area in the country. And wow, they're all still here. People say, oh, the Bay Area is a cesspool. It's every city, you guys. Every big city I've been in, they have this. And I call it Skid Row because that's how it feels to me. So these areas where they're turning the blind eye, or whatever you call it, to the RVs, where they're all lined up, they feel very sketchy to me. Oh my God, I can't remember the last time I felt so much happiness. I'm just having spontaneous bursts of laughter. I haven't laughed really for months in the heat. I'm telling you guys, I used to be fine in the heat, and now since the head injuries, since the concussions, I'm a vegetable in the heat. I am completely, it's like a delirium. Oh my God, I feel alive. The hills are alive. It is always a nice treat when you're living in a vehicle to be using a real bathroom. Knowing that your stuff is gonna be flushed away and you'll never have to see it, smell it, touch it, or dump it ever again. Good time. She's looking. You don't need anything. You didn't even have your breakfast. Oh, I do feel better. I need to live by the ocean. Stay. Oh, good. Stay. Cross. Cross. Oh, she sees turkeys. He's here hanging out. Hey, look at that sundial. Look at that cool sundial. See if I can read it. Let's see, Vonnie. North, south, east, west. There's San Francisco, honey. Stay, San Francisco. Little bit. A little hazy. Honey, they're swimming without a wetsuit. Ready, go. Alright. Can't do that with one hand. Good girl, Oni. Good catch, Oni. Yay! So that's what it looks like when the windows are open and the curtains are up. So I guess that's not stealth at all. Guys, oh god. So there's a positive. From now on, every time I feel a negative, I'm gonna try to find a positive. That is a positive. Can you guys hear that? Someone just pulled up their blasting rap music. Nothing against rap music, but why doesn't anyone ever blast like Barry Manilow love songs? Classical. You never hear people blasting classical love songs. Alright, we got through day one. I'm gonna try my first choice for the night. I definitely am not up for driving around, and then if not that place, if I don't feel comfortable, I'll do the second choice. They all have pros and cons. We'll see how our first night goes, and I'll try to do some meditating on my Vaniversary. Well, RVversary. And I guess everybody's different. I usually look for places where there might be a few car dwellers, but not like a Skid Row vibe. Oh, so with Sophie, I also look for a place where we could pop out and there's a place of grass. So I look for a block where there's grass. She won't poop or pee on the sidewalk. So I don't want to have to walk too far, you know, to let her out and do her business. So a part of being around people that are obviously living in their cars or vehicles is I feel like people might be less likely to break in because there's people around living in their vehicles. I don't know if that's true. It's already warm in here. God, this van is warm. I should have brought the fan. Okay, we're in, so I'm gonna pull these curtains over. I gotta unhook this one. Pull this one over. But like I said, when I'm in the areas where people are parking, I don't feel like I have to be as sneaky. I'm very warm in here, so I'm trying not to move around too much. So, and I just usually hook this up here on just very simple. I didn't check the level. I forgot today. Usually when I pull into a spot, I'll eyeball it. One of the hardest things when you're street dwelling or whatever is most streets slant into the curb, the gutter. So I usually eyeball it and then I'll try it, and I have a level up on my dash. I didn't check, and then I checked after I parked, and I'm so tired. I'm like, it is not level at all. I'll show you real quick. One of the tricks I do, I'll show you what I do to level the mattresses for me and Sophie. Otherwise, I'm rolling into the side and she's rolling into me, and it's not a good night's sleep, and it can hurt your back for some people. So we're slanted, and that drives me nuts. Everything I know drives me nuts. So what I do is I have some extra reflectix. You can use anything. You can use boards. You know, I only have one hand, but so we're slanted on the left. So I'm going to slide these both on that side of my mattress. It does help. I have a board under her bed. I'll put that on this side of her mattress, and it'll help alleviate some of it. So instead of leveling the whole van, I know it's a mess, and like I said, that was from a water thing. You're leveling your mattress. So that's a big tip, you guys, if you're sensitive to sleeping on a slant. Oh, and safety. My first defense, if someone comes into the vehicle, is this. When this is flashing in your face, you cannot see the person. You know, when you're camping with people, it drives you nuts. I hang this up right next to my bed. My plan is to, if there's an intruder, put this on, flip this on. So if they can't see you coming, they can't defend themselves. So that's my first line of defense, just the first. You saw it here first. Seriously, if they're blinded, you come at them, and you practice what you're gonna do, and you practice and practice till it's second nature, first nature. What do they call it, second nature? That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, so my second defense isn't a weapon either. My second defense is this. These are hanging right by my bed, right by my hat. So my plan is to turn on my light, hit the alarm, hit the emergency, whatever you call it, the red button. So they have the light in there, and then the alarm goes off, and I'll share the other things later, but you know, the horn, I do. The horn, this is a boat air horn. So, you know, my first lines of defense aren't even weapons. It's just you're disorienting them, and hopefully they'll say, screw this, I'm out of here. And then if that doesn't do it, then you bring out the big guns, so to speak. And for ventilation, I do have my windows cracked a little bit. This van gets hot. Roof vents. On my next vehicle, if I'm going to be traveling, continue to travel, I'm going to install 40 roof vents. I always joke about, I'm going to do 40 roof vents. I want at least 2, 1 to suck and 1 to blow. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. Get your minds out of the gutter. What I'll do once this light's out is I will crack these a little bit here, and that does make a difference. Yeah, so these are blocking the light, but they're also blocking the air. Wow, I am burning up. It feels like 86 in here. I don't do good in heat. I'm like sweating. It's like 65 outside. It's like 85 inside. Like I just have little cracks. You know, the more space you have, the more air can circulate, and the longer it takes to warm up, and the dog breathing. Okay, so we're gonna lay down and crack some curtains and stop moving and pray. The curtains keep all of the light from going out, but they also keep all of the air, cool air, from coming in. It reminds me of a saying I remember from a long time ago. There's a saying, so I thought I'd share it with you. The saying is, doors that keep others out also seal you in. So I'll leave it on that. Good night.